Super Monsters Monster Mash, a Halloween story. Everyone at Pitchfork Pines Preschool shivered with excitement. The Super Monsters were throwing a spooktacular Halloween carnival for the whole town. It was almost sunset. Sundown, monsters up. Super Monsters, a little magic and a whole lot of monster style, put everyone in the mood to party. But no one else in Pitchfork Pines had the Halloween spirit. Where were the decorations and costumes and candy and spooky tricks? The Super Monsters knew what they had to do. Use their powers to save Halloween. Decorations come first. Jack made some petrifying clay bats. Katrina perfectly constructed pretty paper cats. Meow. They're not nearly as handsome as you, Katrina told her cat Henry. Cleo wove some super glittery spider webs. Spike and Lando worked together to make floaty ghosts. Zoe was in charge of the jack-o'-lanterns, and Frankie got some terrifying tunes ready to go. Everyone loved to dance the Monster Mash. Wow. Next, they picked out costumes for everyone in Pitchfork Pines. They found a lion mask, funny rabbit ears, and a pair of superhero outfits, and Spike spied the perfect pirate costume for their friend Albert. Are you ready for Halloween, mateys? Spike joked. Then the Super Monsters delivered their Halloween surprises around town. Katrina cast the perfect spell at every house and on every block. It let doorbells ring and knockers knock. Soon everyone was filled with Halloween spirit. Everyone except Albert. I'm afraid of Halloween, he told the Super Monsters. It's way too scary for me. But you have to come to the carnivals, said Drac. It's going to be fantastic. There's going to be treats and games and treats and crafts. And treats, said Spike. Do you promise it won't be scary, Albert? Asked Siley. The Super Monsters nodded. Albert agreed to give the carnival a try. And then it turned out to be just as much fun as his friends had promised. There was a beanbag game made with real magic beans. Albert won a prize at the mummy ring toss. Then they tried out Frankie's hammer strike game. Then they watched Zombie Dance Fever, a puppet show Zoe's family put on. Albert was nervous about exploring the hay maze with Lobo, who knew what waited ahead at around every corner. When a nearly blue glow surprised him, Albert dove behind a haystack. It was only Zoe walking through the maze wall. Sorry, I scared you, Albert, she said. Zombies like mazes, but they do them a little differently than other people. And it turned out Albert liked mazes too, especially with his friends by his side. Let's go to see Drac's haunted classroom next, Frankie suggested. Everyone promised Albert it would be fun and not too scary, but any scary was too scary for Albert. The Super Monsters explained that the haunted classroom was just make-believe. They hoped Albert would be brave enough to try it out. Okay, Albert finally agreed. I'll do it if you'll stay next to me. The classroom was full of big surprises for little Albert. Spooky fog clouded the darkened room in mystery. Then Albert heard a noise that made his heart race. The toy box lid opened and closed all on its own. A shiver ran down Albert's back. Was the classroom really haunted? As he walked by the cubbies, the glow of a ghost stopped Albert in his tracks. This is too scary, he panted. Let's get out of here. Then suddenly the lights came on. The classroom wasn't really haunted. A few tricks had just made. It seemed that way. I'll show you how the tricks worked, said Drac. Spike's mother made the fog with her dragon clouds. Almost invisible strings opened and closed the toy box lid. Hidden lights made the ghosts in the cubbies. And Drac's dad was playing spooky sounds on his phone. I think I can understand why people like Halloween, Albert said. And now that he knew how everything worked, he wanted to try the haunted classroom again. In the dark. Albert even created a scare of his own. He crept up behind Frankie and boo! The Super Monsters Halloween Carnival was a spectacular success. Now that they'd had their fill of thrills and chills, Frankie cranked up the tunes. Everyone busted out their creepiest dance moves. Frankie smiled and shouted, "Best Halloween ever." It seemed everyone in Pitchfork Pines had finally found their Halloween spirit. Have you?